One of the things I'm most proud of in my professional life is that I've been able to take my experiences at Xavier and my business experiences and apply those to my legal career, and especially for my clients that are in small businesses and upstart businesses, to offer them real practical advice. Something else I'm very proud of is my current venture, CE Solutions. CE Solutions is a venture intellectual property company. And what we do is we develop patents around renewable energies and sustainable resource development, and then license those patents to businesses for production. My education at Xavier was invaluable to my development professionally. I learned a lot from Sandy Eustace, who I worked with quite extensively, and Sandy was just amazing. He taught me amazing things about business and amazing things about myself. And I think the two most important things I learned from Sandy is, one, to trust yourself and to realize that you know a lot more than you think you do. And the other thing is to always have fun and have a sense of humor about what you're doing, because if you're not having fun, it's not really worth doing.
Hi, I'm Paul Cashen. I'm currently with Data Ohio, the Wright Center for Data Management and Analysis. I've been asked to speak to you today about my entrepreneurial experiences. I'm going to start with LensCrafters. I was fortunate to be on the original management team there and learned an incredible amount working with the founding entrepreneurs. And it gave me the inspiration later on to get involved with PC On Call as an entrepreneurial venture. The two are related in that the market opportunity that LensCrafters addressed was done by having the eyeglass lab in the store. And what we did at PC On Call was we had the computer lab in the van, thus going out to be able to service the homeowner, the consumer, and the small business owner who didn't have the luxury of an IT staff. So those were the exciting entrepreneurial experiences I had, even though I had several. And where my Xavier education comes in is that through the MBA program and gaining that confidence and credibility, I was able to go out and speak to venture capitalists and angel investors to encourage them to invest in PC On Call. I'd also like to acknowledge John Van Kirk, who was very inspirational in the Xavier MBA program, in that John is truly an entrepreneur himself, having founded the Wine Merchant and using that as a business example and a business case for us in our capstone course was really an inspiration to me.
Hi, I'm Ed Vonderbrink. I was director of the Xavier Entrepreneurial Center from 2000 through 2004. When I joined the center, there was a strong foundation built by Sandy Eustace and Bill Cunningham. Also, there was a great opportunity presented as a result of a financial grant from the Castellini Family Foundation. This funding allowed us to explore new opportunities, best practices, and a new direction for the center. During that period of time that I was there, we were able to accomplish a number of significant objectives. The first, we had our first student-owned and operated business on campus. Second, we had a very successful Distinguished Entrepreneurial Luncheon Series. Third, we opened an office for our student-run business / classroom at the Hamilton County Business Center. We also were able to create a minor for students in entrepreneurship designed for students in the College of Arts and Sciences. All of this was accomplished not just by my effort, but by a team effort with the faculty, the department chair, Peter Biccio, and also with a great deal of outside support. In addition to the Castellini Foundation money, we were also supported by Ernst & Young in our lecture series, Provident, now National City Bank, in the establishment of our office space at the Hamilton County Business Center, and with a great deal of support by David Main, the executive director of the Hamilton County Development Company. All of these people share in the successes we had. I've also been asked to talk about a student or two who was memorable. Well, that's really very easy for me to do. There were 3 of them, and they worked together to form Flix, the first on-campus student-owned and operated business. The 3 students who graduated 3 years ago are Christy Zulke, Kenny Ray Scomp, and Andy Gibson. They came to me one day with an idea that said, we're frustrated because we can't get video rentals on campus because we don't have a car and the closest Blockbuster is 6 miles away. We think there's a need. We want to create a business to fill it. They're not sure that they knew what they wanted to do or how to do it, but with a little coaching and guidance and some outside support help, we were able to accomplish that first business, which has now been passed along from one generation to another to yet a third generation of students who own and operate the business. It has become one of the building blocks of the Entrepreneurial Center. The credit for that belongs to those 3 students.
My name is Chris Frutkin. I'm owner of City Center Properties, a real estate development company that focuses on downtown Cincinnati and the Clifton area. We convert older buildings into condominiums, and we got our start basically at Xavier. The company was created in my senior year business plan. We had to create a real estate development concept, and a lot of ideas were fleshed out at that time. I also bought my first building that year, located in downtown Cincinnati. So Sandy Eustace, I was the second graduate of the program, took a lot of time with me, got me an internship at Cincinnati United Contractors, and really it was a fantastic relationship, and we still see each other today. So one of the things I'm most proud of through my entrepreneurial career is giving back to the city, giving back to the community. I was president of the Over the Rhine Chamber of Commerce for 2 years right after the riots downtown, and really helped to create a lot of positive things that continue on today. And I'm current president of the Entrepreneurs Organization, an organization that was founded about the time I graduated and is now spread to 40 countries, and really is helping to redefine the concept of what entrepreneurship is and how it's done in a very meaningful and productive way. So those are the things I'm really most proud of in my career.
Hi, I'm Phil Glasgo, a finance professor at Xavier, and had Todd in one of my classes in the MBA program, and met Rich through Todd at many of the meetings that followed from their entrepreneurial endeavors with Redux. I want to tell you a little bit about my impressions of Todd in particular, and then Todd and Rich as they developed the company. Todd was an interesting student for mine. You don't remember everybody. You remember the really good students and the really bad students, and Todd was one of the good ones. But also what distinguished him is that our part-time MBA students sometimes are working such long weeks that their Xavier career starts at 5:59 in the evening and ends at 8:31, and they don't show up again until next week. Todd was different in that from time to time he'd drop by my office to ask questions or give me a phone call about class material, demonstrated a real strong interest in finance. So I was pretty sure he wasn't going to stick in a chemical career forever. He, after graduating, kept contact with me from time to time. I'd get a phone call every 3 to 6 months, and he'd be bouncing an idea off of me or just notifying me what he was up to. And he never specifically said, do you know any contacts at General Electric or anything like that, but it was more general-based questions about changing careers into some new endeavor, or how does venture capital, some questions about venture capital, how does venture capital work, and just in general kept in contact with me. So it wasn't a big surprise to me when I read the news that he and Todd were buying the Oxidol brand and starting Redux and the things that followed subsequently from that. The other thing that struck me about him and Rich was how quickly they started giving back to Xavier and the entrepreneurial program in particular. Couldn't have been more than 9 months to a year after they started Redux, at a time when they must have been working 90 to 100-hour weeks as it was, that they started showing up in announcements and programs on the Xavier campus, speaking to classes or judging entrepreneurial events on campus, or just a variety of other activities that showed that they weren't too busy to come back and help us out.